Good morning. It is Monday, March the 18th. Is it Monday? No, it's Tuesday. My days are getting all ran together. So, first thing, my birthday was recently. It was March the 15th, and my mom sent me a birthday card. Beautiful, beautiful birthday card. But when we got it, it was opened already. Normally my mom sends me checks, but this year she decided to send cash, and the cash was stolen out of it. One of my errands today is going to be to run down to the post office because I just want to report it. I don't expect to get the money back at all, but obviously the $50 was put in the envelope. The envelope was opened or shredded at some point in time, and at some point between North Carolina and Florida, that $50 was disappeared. I don't expect anything to come from it, but I at least want to report it because if it shows a pattern, if there is a postal service worker that's stealing money out of birthday cards, then they can catch them because, you know, that is a felony. It is a felony to tamper with U.S. mail. What I have done today and what I'm getting ready to do, I have taken off all of the electric covers, the umpteen million phone jacks that they have in this house, and all of the plates. I've taken them all off for the guest bedroom, the man cave, and the craft room. I know I told you guys yesterday that I was going to start painting the master bedroom today, but we decided to wait on that. I'm going to take you back here in the bedrooms first, but I'm going to show you why we decided to wait on this master. This is the biggest room in the house besides the living room, dining room, kitchen. I do want to try to repair this place on the wall the ceiling before I start painting, because I am going to have to paint the ceiling in here. I've told you guys that already. I don't know if it comes on camera, but this place right here, we're thinking it was probably a separation in the sheetrock, a crack in the sheetrock, and they haphazardly had it repaired. I think I can do a better job, hopefully, so I'm going to try to do that. So I'm going to have to get up there and sand this portion of the ceiling is why we're painting the whole ceiling. At night, you can really notice it. During the day, it's not as noticeable, which is why we didn't even notice it when we did the walkthrough. Even if we had noticed it, we still would have picked this house. But the whole ceiling is going to have to be painted, and that's going to be a feat in itself. And we're going to be taking down these blinds. We're going to be taking down these accordion blinds, vertical blinds, whatever you want to call them. Dave needs to take this down, and I'm going to have to patch all the holes. Also, this wall, I told you guys yesterday, Dave's going to do a feature wall on it, and he said if I just go ahead and paint the craft room, the guest room, and the man cave, because there's absolutely nothing in those rooms, and I don't have to paint the ceiling in those rooms. So we are going to wait on the master bedroom. This will give Dave a couple of weeks to get this feature wall done, because we're going to be painting this wall a different color than all the rest. So I went around in the rooms, this is the man cave, and took all of the blanks off. I'm getting ready to remove these blinds and the curtain rod thingy. We are going to be replacing the ceiling fan too, but these ceilings don't look that bad. Dave is also going to be replacing all of the AC vent covers. I'm not sure exactly the term, but he's going to be replacing all those, so they're going to be nice, new, white, pretty. And we're also going to be replacing the fire alarms because they're very yellowed looking. I am going to be coming back, patching all of these holes, and starting on the paint. And of course did the same thing in here in the guest bedroom. I do need to take down these blinds and that curtain rod too. I don't know what this thing even was. It's like glued to the wall, so that's going to be interesting to take that off. But that is my goal today. I've taken account of all of the plate covers, blank covers, light switch covers, electrical covers that I need. So I'm going to head to Lowe's. I'm going to get those. I'm going to get the paint for all 3 of these rooms and start on that today. I do not know where my painting clothes are. If you guys have followed us for a while and have seen our previous videos of painting our previous house, I have specific painting clothes, specific clothes that I wear that I don't give any craps about. I don't care if I get paint on them, and I don't know where they are. Another reason that we're not painting the master right this second is because since the bathroom flows, like there's no door to separate the rooms, the bedroom flows right into the bathroom. And I have not had time to unpack anything in here. We have pictures stacked up in the bathtub right now. So I do need to kind of organize this area before I can paint in here, because I wouldn't be able to get a ladder in here right now. So that's the dealio. Okay, so I'm back home from Lowe's. I'm eating me some leftover chips and cheese chorizo dip from last night. And I have to go back to Lowe's, but I decided I'm not going to go to Lowe's. I'm going to go to Ace Hardware because it's only about 3 miles up the road and Lowe's is about 6 miles up the road. So Ace Hardware is much closer. Of course, I got all the way home. We found some spackling to cover nail holes in the garage over the weekend. I didn't check it, of course. So I checked it and opened it and it was hard as a rock. So I can't use it. So that means that all I'm going to get done today is spackling the nail holes and taking down the blinds and the curtain rods that are in those rooms, which is fine. That means that those rooms will be ready and raring to go tomorrow because it's already 2:15. Lowe's took forever. There was an elderly gentleman and a young guy working the paint counter at Lowe's. I guess everybody and their mama wanted to paint walls today because the paint department at Lowe's was incredibly busy. I walked around the store for a good 20 minutes and my paint still wasn't ready. So the trip to Lowe's took the majority of the morning. And I did run by the post office to report the money stolen out of my birthday card that my mom sent me. Of course, they couldn't do anything. They didn't even write a report or do anything. I knew in the back of my mind that probably nothing would happen from it. But it does make me feel better that I let somebody know that I know that somebody took the money out of my envelope somewhere at the post office somewhere between North Carolina and Florida. So it does make me feel better that I at least reported it and they acknowledged it. And anyway, I'm going to eat these chips and dip. There's the dip. That's what I'm eating. And then go to Ace Hardware. And I could not find my painting clothes anywhere. So I'm just going to wear this shirt. I've had it for 8 years now. I usually only wear it for a sleep shirt. I usually don't wear it out in public. I put my jeans back on. Yeah. So that I could run to Ace Hardware, but I did have an old pair of pajama pants that are been washed so many times they're almost see-through. So I'll just wear that to paint in. Okay, I'm back from Ace Hardware. I have everything that I need. I got some spackle, a putty knife. I have all of my tools to go ahead and take all this down and to patch. Can you even see them? I think you can. These holes. I have to see. Oh yeah, I can reach. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's gonna fall. There's a nail pop I need to fix there. Okay. I wasn't recording, of course, but I got this down all by myself. And oh man, This thing is heavy. What the what? I don't understand. All right. Oh, all right. Honey. Yummy. I'm scared to let that go. I want it to hit. So I just took down the blinds. They're on the floor. And there's cracks around this window too that I'm gonna have to caulk, but I just noticed there's a huge crack. I mean, you could stick a stack of quarters in that crack below the, what do you call those things? Window threshold, window seal, I don't know. Let me show you. Oh yeah, look at that baby. Definitely gonna have to caulk that. Let me get this in the trash can, and I'm going to start spackling nail holes and then start caulking cracks, and it should be all dry and ready to paint tomorrow. So I finished all the spackling. I'm getting ready to do the caulking. Finished all the spackling in this room. This room is a little bit easier to see the spackling, but I got something exciting yesterday. I've been ordering some rugs for the house because if you've been following us, you would know that we gave a lot of our rugs to the people that bought our house that we sold to buy this one. And I know the lighting is bad. I am getting ready to lay it down. I've mopped this area. Actually, I've mopped the whole house like 100 times. This rug I ordered from Walmart. This is, I don't know who this chick is, but she has a line of rugs. She has a line of rugs called My Texas House. Erin Vogelful. I don't know if you can even see that. But the rugs are very, very cute. Very, very cute. So I got this one for the front door. It's so pretty. I love the scalloped shape to it. And it's actually laying pretty flat, except for this corner right there. I might have to put some books or something on that. And then there's a slight little hump in the middle where it was folded. But I think it looks really, really good there. Oh, I haven't showed you the colors. So this is the color of the craft room. It is called Gray Brook, and yes, I did order some glitter to add to the gallons to give the walls type, you know, a type of little sparkle. I showed you the colors that we got for the master. I'm listening to a podcast. Sorry if you hear that in the background. If you're wondering, it is called Magic and Alchemy. That is the podcast I've been listening to for the last couple days. This is the color that we're going to do Dave's Man Cave in. It's called Winter Flannel. And of course, we're using the Valspar Signature Paint Plus Primer. This is the paint that we used in our last house. We loved the paint, and we're using it in this house too. And this is going to be the color of the guest bedroom, tempered gray. Good morning. It's Wednesday. I'm brewing my coffee. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. You didn't think that all of this painting was going to go off with no problems, did you? Because I did. In the craft room, we uncovered some water damage, and it's so funny because we also had water damage in the room that we used as my craft room in the old house when we first moved in. That house, the windows were very, very old. They were original to the house, so they were, I think, 19 years old when we bought the house. We uncovered this water damage, not around the windows, but around the bay window area. So I'm going to have to try to repair that. And I also found a little spot on the ceiling over to the left that I'm going to show you in just a second. So I think I'm going to have to paint the ceiling too, because I'm definitely going to have to paint the ceiling in the area of the bay window. And if I paint that ceiling, it's going to look different from the rest of the ceiling. So let me show you. Okay, so this is what was uncovered yesterday. I was taking down all of the blinds. Now it's very dirty up there. That looks like mold, I think, black mold. So I'm going to clean the windows really good. I'm also going to be caulking around the windows because I like to caulk all these little tiny minute cracks just so you get a smooth finish. I mean, as you can see, there's some cracks up there. But yeah, the paint on the wall was actually all bubbled up. So all I did was take my putty knife basically, and the paint just flaked right off. I don't know if it comes through on camera, but this is the spot that I'm talking about right here. So yeah, I've got my Kills primer out. So I'm gonna prime and seal all these areas. Now it's very dry up there. This is not a current leak, we don't think, because it's dry as a bone. I mean, maybe it leaked when Hurricane Milton came through, which was the last hurricane to come to Florida. Major hurricane. So, I think it was Milton. I don't know, might be wrong. Don't hold me to that, but no worries, no biggie. It's just going to take longer than what we thought to paint this room. I am going to go ahead and paint the man cave and the guest bedroom today because those rooms are no problems. I was very happy when I was preparing those rooms yesterday for paint because I just caulked around the windows and it was, I'll take you in there and show you that too. But I was like, oh my gosh, you know, this house is going to be easy to paint. No. Karma? Is it karma that slapped me in the butt? Because I was thinking in my head, oh, this is just no problems whatsoever. Okay. So yeah, but I did want to tell you guys that waking up every morning in this house has been glorious. It is so quiet in this neighborhood that we almost feel like we're in a dream. We keep pinching ourselves, wondering if this is really reality or not, because we're so used to all types of noise going on all the time. Landscapers in the neighborhood almost every day, disturbing my filming, as you guys have seen in the past. Tourists staying next door, yelling and screaming in the pool, which I totally understand. You're renting a house, you're on vacation, it's during the day, you're having fun in the pool, but you know, you do hear it. And here you don't hear anything but the birds chirping. You hear an occasional dog barking sometimes. But I did want to show you, we have this ornamental grass, I think is what it's called. I think these are called pink pampas grass. I'm not sure. But every morning there's little drops of dew on them, and it makes it look like they are dressed in jewels. It looks pretty magical to me. I think it looks magical. There's just so many signs that are revealing themselves to me and to us that this was meant to be. I do need to find some sandpaper so that I can sand all these areas. I think I showed you this crack yesterday underneath that window there. So I caulked all the cracks in here. Whew, that sun is bright. So they're ready to go. I'm gonna have my coffee and then start on that. Little water damage ain't gonna stop us. Heck no, heck no. I am ready to paint. I've got my plastic all laid out. So, drum roll. Let's open this paint. And see what we've got. I'm gonna prop you up right there. I didn't really shake this up a lot because they did mix it for me yesterday, so it should be pretty shaken up already. Now Dave wanted kind of like a dark manly shade in the man cave. So this is what we've got for him. The color is called, I don't have my glasses on, Winter Flannel. That even sounds manly to me. Look how pretty. That is a pretty color. Okay, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it right here. Oh wow, look at that rich, pretty. Oh wow, I love that color. So pretty. It does remind me a lot of the color we had in the movie room, which Dave really liked. It's not the same color we had in the movie room, but it looks a lot like it. I'm sure I look like a disheveled, sweaty mess because I am. This girl is one tired girl. As you can see behind me, we have a new color. Yes, I painted the closet too because we're just gonna do shelving in there. It looks really good. I love this color. I think it looks good. It looks very fitting for a man cave, but it is gonna need 2 coats. That's not gonna happen today. It's after 5 now. And I am so tired. My arms, my shoulders, and my fingers hurt from holding the paintbrushes and rolling and climbing up and down ladders. So I'm gonna save the second coat for tomorrow. You can really notice it. Now, I have no idea if it's gonna come through on camera, but like right there, definitely along the borders where I brushed it, you can kind of tell. You can see some of the, like down there, I don't know if it comes through on camera, right there, you can see some of the yellow peeking through. I'm gonna end out this video. We'll continue tomorrow with this room. I am thinking of painting the doors all tan though. I'll put some pictures in right here. And you let me know what you think. Should I paint the doors tan? I think it would look good. Imagine black doorknobs. We're changing out these silver doorknobs for black ones. I don't know. Let me know. But as for this video, we're gonna say farewell. I will see you in the next one. All those YouTube things. Bye.